Morning students, welcome to online teaching session of Academic World School Bemitra. This is our second lecture of class 8 chapter 2. In our previous lecture we had seen how to solve linear equation and its definition. So I would like to go through the definition again and then I will talk about how to solve the linear equation, and then we will come to our today's topic, which is application of linear equation in one variable, right? So the definition says that a linear equation is such equation in which the degree is 1 and has one variable. Remember that. Such equation which has degree 1 and has one variable. Such equation is called linear equation of one variable, right? And how to find its solution. So we need to understand what is the solution of an equation. Solution is a numerical value when we put in the equation which makes the left hand side and the right hand side equal. What is the solution? Solution is a numerical value which we put in the left hand side and the right hand side of the equation and which makes it equal, right? So we have learned two methods to solve a linear equation, right? The one method, or the first method was balancing method and another method was transposing method. So basically we are, throughout this chapter, we are going to follow transposing method only, right? So in the transposing method, we need to follow some steps, okay? What are the steps we had followed? Okay, the first step is we need to simplify each side if it is required. Remember that. We need to simplify each side if it is required. Then comes the next step. In the next step, we need to use add, addition and subtraction properties to move variable or constant from one side to another side. Remember that. In the second step, we use addition or subtraction properties to move the variable or the constant from one side to another side. Then in the next step, we need to multiply or divide. Again, we need to multiply and divide and then find the value of variable. Okay, so we need to follow 3 steps. In 3 steps, we can solve any of the linear equation. Okay, I'll just show you one example here, how we did in the previous lecture. So here, see this equation, 2x upon 3 by 8 equal to 18. 2x upon 3 equal to 18. This is an equation. Okay. So if you see this equation, we do not require to simplify it, right? So what we need to do? Even we do not need to do the second step. Second step, remember that we need to add or subtract to move one variable or constant from one side to another side. So here we do not require to do that also. Then we come to the next step. Next step is we need to multiply or divide. Right? If you see that, so I have told you a few of the things to remember when we solve an equation. So when we change the sign of a variable or a constant, okay, so if it is in division and goes to other side, it becomes a multiplication. So remember, this 3, okay, this 3, if it goes to right hand side, what will happen? 3 will multiply with 18, right? So 2x equal to 18 into 3. Now we need to multiply 18 and 3. So 18 and 3, it will be 54. Okay, so in next step, we have to bring this 2 to the right side. Okay, why we are doing. See, the solution says, the definition of solution says that only with the variable there should not be any constant associated. Okay, if a variable is alone, which means we got the solution of the equation. So for that we need to bring this 2 to the right side. Okay, so look at here. This 2 is multiplied with x, right? This 2 is multiplied with x. So when we bring this 2 to the right side, what will happen? The 2 will divide the 54, right? So 54 divided by 2. Now the 54 will go by 2 in 27 times. Okay, so this 27 is the solution of this equation. Why it is solution? Because if you put this 27 in this equation, it will make the left hand side and the right hand side of the equation equal. So let us check it. So first I take the left hand side, which is 2x upon 3. So 2, and what is the value of x we got here? 27. So 2 into 27 upon 3. 3 will cancel out the 27 in 9 times. So 2 into 9. 2 into 9 is 18. Now see that. LHS is 18. And what is the RHS here given? 18. So LHS and RHS both are equal. Okay. So in this way we find solution of an equation, and this one is the one of the type of the equation we are discussing. As I have told in my previous lecture, we are going to come across different types of equation. This is the equation where the variable is associated in one side, right? The variable is in one side. Then we will solve such equation in which the variables will be in both sides. Then we will solve such equation in which the variables and the constants are in the form of fraction, right? So this is how we solve such kind of equations. Now we are going to discuss application of linear equation in one variable, okay, where we will find this kind of equation. This kind of equation means where the variables will be one side. Now application means the word problems related to linear equation of one variable. Okay, word problems related to linear equation in one variable. Okay, so word problems. Now I'll categorize the word problems first. So when we categorize the word problems, mainly we will come across 4 types of word problems. One word problem, the first type of word problem is word problems related to numbers, right? Problems related to numbers. Second, problems related to geometry or say maths relation. Okay, this kind of problems also can be solved with the help of linear equation in one variable. Third type of problem is problems related to age. Problems related to age. And then the fourth type of problem we'll come across is problems related to money denomination. Okay, money denominations. Okay, so this mainly will come across 4 types of problems, but there may be possible, okay, some different types of problems, but I have categorized, okay, the 4 types of problem based on the questions given in your NCERT book. Okay, so now the question is how we are going to approach such word problems. Now I will mention few of these steps, okay, which you have to follow very carefully. Okay, if you follow the steps I am going to tell you, you will be you will find word problems easy. Remember that. Okay. So first let us discuss the steps to follow to solve a word problem. Okay. So I am going to write here the steps. Okay. Steps to solve word problems. Okay. First step, read the question very carefully. Okay. Read the problem or the question. Read the problem carefully and note down what you note down first. The first thing you note down what is given in the question. Okay. What is given. Okay. The first thing you note down is what is given, and then you have to note down what is required. Okay. What is required. Okay. So two things in the first step. Read the problem carefully and note down the first thing what is given in the question, and the second thing what is required to find. Then comes the second step. In the second step we have to denote the unknown by variables like x, y, z. You can use any of the variable to denote the unknown. Then comes we have to translate the problem to the mathematical statement, which is very, very important. Translate means change the problem to the mathematical statement. Translate the problem to the mathematical statement. Mathematical statement. Okay. In the third step. In the next step, in the fourth step, what we are going to do? In the fourth step, we are going to form equation. Okay. In fourth step, form an equation using given condition. Okay. Form an equation using given condition. Then in the next step, solve the equation. Right. Solve the equation. And then verify the result. Using given condition. Okay. So we are going to follow sixth step. Any of the word problem related to linear equation of one variable you can solve easily if you follow all these methods. First, read the problem carefully while you are reading so that we can understand the question very nicely, and then we have to note down what is given and what is required. And what is required means what other things we need there to solve that, to form a mathematical statement. Okay, to form. So after that, we need to denote the unknown by variables x, y, z. Then the problem we will translate, will change into mathematical statement, and that mathematical statement will change into equation by given condition. Okay. Now then we will solve the equation and then we will verify the result using the given condition. Okay. So these 6 steps we are going to follow. Okay. With the help of example, I will show you how to do it. Right. So the first type of problem we are going to discuss today is the problems related to numbers. Problems related to numbers. So let us take the example. Okay. So here is one question. Question says sum of two numbers is 25. Sum of two numbers is 25. Okay. One of the numbers exceeds the other by 9. Find the numbers. Okay. Now, if you go through these steps, so let us read the question very carefully. Sum of two numbers is 25, which means if we add two numbers, we will get 25. Then one of the numbers means the one number is exceeding the other by 9. What is the meaning of this? Exceeding. Exceeding means is greater. So one number is greater than other by 9. For example, suppose one number is 5, then the other number should be 14. Then only the other number will be, and the other number will exceed by the first one by 9. Okay. Then, so what we have to note down? These two things. The first thing, the sum of two numbers 25, and the second is in the second statement that the one number exceeds, but the one number is greater greater than other number by 9. And then what is required? What is required? We have to find the both numbers. So this is be required. Okay. So now let us come to the second step. Now second step we have to denote the unknown. Now what is unknown here? Unknown are the numbers which we have to find, whose sums is 25. Those are the unknown numbers, right? So let us write it. So let one number be x. Okay, one number be x. Okay, now see the second step. What does it say? Second statement says that the one number is greater than by the other number by 9. So if one number, as I said in the example, if one number is 5, so what number we should take here so that the other number should be 9 greater than 5. So here in this we need to add 9. So if we add 9 in this, we'll get 40, right? Which means to find your other number, we have to add 9 in this x. So other number will be x plus 9. Now we got the mathematical statement here. With the help of this given condition, we have formed mathematical statement. Okay. In the next step, what we need to do? We need to form an equation. And how we will form the equation? Using the given condition. Now, what is the condition here which will help us to form an equation? The condition is the first sentence. Okay, that's why I am telling you to read the question carefully. Then only you will come to know that which statement is required to form mathematical statement and which sentence is required to form equation. Right? So here we write according to question. Okay? Where we write according to question. Okay, this is the short form of according to. So according to question, x and x plus 9, sum of two numbers, right? Sum of two numbers means the one number is x, another is x plus 9. Sum means if we add them, we will get 25. So let's add them. So x plus 9 will be equal to 25. Okay? So x plus x. Now, when we learned algebraic expression, that time we learned how to add and how to subtract an algebraic expression, right? So look at here. We learned that we add and subtract only the like terms. Like terms means when the variable, we add variable and variable, same kind of variables, right? And we add or subtract constants. So we add only same kind of or same type of variables, or we subtract only same types of variables. So here x and x. So 1x and 1x, which means suppose if I have two apples, one apple plus one apple will be two apples. Same value. 1x plus 1x will be 2x. Then comes the 9 equals to 25. Now we will follow the steps to solve an equation. So we need to use the addition or subtraction properties so that we can move this 9 to the right side, because look at here, this is constant and this is constant, and what we learn how to find a solution of equation, that we need to transfer the variables or the constant in one side. So let us transfer this constant to the right side. So 2x equal to 25. So look at here. This side it is in addition. So if it goes to the right side, what will happen? It will be in subtraction. Right? Now. So let us subtract 25 and 9. So if you subtract 25 and 9, so what we are going to get? So in 25, so from 25 if you subtract 9, so what we are going to get? We are going to get 16, right? Now here this 2, now with this 2 we need to bring to the right side. So this side 2 is in multiplication. If it comes to the right side, what will happen? It will be in division. So 16 divided by 2. 16 divided by 2 will give us 8. And 16 will go by 2 in 8 times. Right? Okay. So we got the solution of this equation. Okay, now we need to find the numbers. So the first number will be 8, and the other number will be what? Other number is x plus 9. So 8 plus 9, and 8 plus 9 is 17. Now let us come to the sixth step, which is to verify the result. Okay. So how we are going to verify? So look at the first sentence. With the help of both the sentences we can verify it. Okay. So we are going to take the first sentence. It says the sum of two numbers is 25, which means if we add 8 and 17, we should get 25, right? So let us add 8 and 17. So if we add 8 and 17, 7 and 5, 15, 7 and 15, and 1 plus 1, 2. So it's a 25. Now we got our result. Okay. So this is how we solve a word problem related to numbers of linear equation of in one variable. Okay. So we have to, if we follow these all steps, we will be able to easily solve, okay, this kind of word problems. Please note it down. Okay. Note it down and then try to do without seeing the solution by yourself. Okay. And if you are stuck somewhere, you can see the solution. But first thing you need to do is try to solve by yourself. Okay. Now I am going to tell you one more example. So every step is very important. Okay. Every step is very important. So in the next question we will see. Let us see the next question. The next question says the difference between the two numbers is 48. The difference between two numbers is 48. The ratio of the two numbers is 7:3. The ratio of the two numbers is 7:3. So what are the numbers? What are the numbers? Okay. So now let us read the question. The difference between the two numbers is 48. Means if we subtract two numbers, we should get 48. Next sentence. The ratio of two numbers is 7:3. Means if we find the ratio of both the numbers, it should come 7:3. Then we have to find the number. So it's a very clear, right? So what are the things given here? The first thing is given is the difference of the both numbers is 48, and the second thing is given here. Their ratio is 7:3. Now what we have to find? We have to find the numbers. Okay. So what is unknown here? The numbers are unknown, which means we need to assume the numbers, right? So let us assume the number. Now how we are going to assume the number? Look, with the help of this sentence you can do, or you can do with the help of this sentence also. Okay. So I am going to tell you two methods to solve this question. Okay. I mean to say to form an equation. Okay. Two methods to form an equation for this word problem. So let's see the first method. We use this sentence to form an equation. Okay. So first let us write mathematical statement with the help of this sentence. So let the common ratio be x. Okay. Means the common ratio of the two numbers is x. Now, so the first number will be what? 7x, right? And then the second number will be 3x, right? Now we got the mathematical statement here. And we are going to convert this mathematical statement into equation. How? With the help of this sentence. See, the first number and the second number. And here this statement says, this sentence says, the difference between the two numbers is 48. Means if we subtract these two numbers, we will get 48. So we write here, according to question, 7x minus 3x equal to 48. Okay. So now 7x minus 3x means 7 apple minus 3 apple will remain how much? 4x will be equal to 48. Right. Now we need to bring this 4 to the right side. So this side in multiplication goes to other side, will be in division. So 48 divided by 4. So x will be 48 will go by 4 in how many times? In 12 times. Right. So solution of this equation is 12. Okay, we got the solution. Now we need to find the first number and the second number. Okay, this is the value of what we have assumed here, common ratio. Okay, we have not got the number yet, so we are going to get the number now. So the first number is 7x, which means 7 into 12. 7 into 12 will be 84, and then the second number is 3x, which means 3 into 12, 36. Okay, right. We got the numbers. Now in the next step, what we need to do, we need to verify our result. Right. So using any of the condition, either from the first condition or the second condition, you can verify your result. So let us verify it. I will use both of the method, both of the conditions. So first condition, so their difference should be 48, which means 84 minus 36. So from 14, 6 will go 8, and from 7, 3 will go 4. So we got 48, right? Second condition, the ratio should be 7:3. So let's find the ratio. 84 by 36, right? So 84 will go by 12 in 7 times, and 36 will go by 12 in 3 times. So 7 by 3. So we got the ratio here, 7:3. Okay? So this is the first method, right? Now I am going to tell you the second method. Okay, I will just form the equation. You will solve the equation and you will verify the result by yourself. Okay? So what we do in this method? In the first method, what we do? We form the mathematical statement using the second sentence. But here I am going to form equation using the first statement or first sentence. Okay, this is the second method to solve this problem. Okay. Now, if you read this one, the difference between two numbers is 48. Okay, suppose if I tell you one number is 10. Okay, and the difference between 10 and the other number is 48. The difference between 10 and the other number is 48. So what should be the other number? Yeah, you got it. 10 plus 48. In 10 you need to add 48, right? So we'll get 58. Remember, right? So 10 and the 58 are the two numbers whose difference would be 48. Okay? So here we assume, let the first number B, let the first number be x, then the second number will be what? X plus 48. Okay, understood this? If not, let me explain here. X is the one number, okay, and we have taken the other number as x plus 48. So if we find their difference, if we find the difference of these two, what should come? 48 should come. So let us find the difference. X plus 48 minus x. So x and x cancel, what remain? 48. Right. So here one number is x, another number is x plus 48. Now we use the second statement or second sentence to form an equation. Okay. So we write here according to question. Well, the ratio of these two is 7:3. So ratio of the two, x plus 48 is to x equals to 7:3, which means x plus 48 by x will be 7/3. Right? We got the equation. Now I will just simplify it, and after that you will solve by yourself. Okay, how we are going to simplify this? This 3 will multiply to the right side and the x will multiply with the 7. This is called cross multiplication method. Okay, so this x plus 48 will multiply with 3 and we will write to the left side, and this 7 will multiply with the x and we will write to the right side. So here 3 into x plus 48 equals 7 into x. Okay. So 3 into x, 3x, and 3 into 48. 144 and 7x. Now you will solve this equation and you will find the numbers and then you will verify the result. Okay. Now, so this method, these steps which I have told you is very important. If you need to follow these steps to solve word problems. Okay. The assignment related to this topic is uploaded on the ERP. You will download it and do it positively. Thank you.